right, in the loop. Got somebody very special here today. We got Mr. Ed Hart, President of Kentucky Kingdom. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
Not a problem. Thank you. So today, it's media day for Storm Chaser. Tell us a little bit about this beautiful coaster behind you.
We're very, very excited about it. We promised the city and the state when we took over this property that we would invest $43 million in redeveloping Kentucky Kingdom. We've spent $53 million over the course of the first 3 years, capped off by our investment in Storm Chaser, maybe our best investment thus far.
Agree, it's fantastic.
Storm Chaser is a Rocky Mountain construction coaster. It features a unique patented I-box design, which allows the coaster to create a whole bunch of different movements that you won't normally find in a lot of other coasters. And from all the folks who've ridden it here on Media Day, I think we have a winner.
You absolutely do. So about the decision to keep some of the remaining structure from what this used to be, what went into that thought process?
Originally, there were 2 wooden coasters here on the steel structure. They called it Twisted Twins. And I was very familiar with both coasters, and they were very average coasters. I call them pedestrian coasters. So, working with Fred over at the Rocky Mountain Construction, what we did was Fred designed a layout that combined both coasters to steel structure, adding additional track, adding additional steel structure, and we essentially took 2 very average coasters, put them together into one fantastic total steel.
So you haven't ridden it yourself yet?
I make it, believe it or not, this is like local war. I have never ridden one of the coasters.
Oh no!
I select them. I work very closely with the manufacturers. Obviously, we fund them.
Right.
But I don't ride the coasters myself. But that gives me a very, very unique perspective.
Right.
I'm always thinking about a non-rider. Because not everybody rides roller coasters.
Right.
As a matter of fact, the majority of guests in the park probably don't ride roller coasters, but they love watching their family and friends ride coasters. So, from a non-coaster's point of view, I've created an area in the inside of Storm Chaser. We call it the eye. It's the eye.
Clever.
Storm Chaser's eye. And they can sit and they can watch their family members riding around. Like right behind me.
Right behind you.
They can watch their family members have a great time. I gotta tell you, I get just as much kick as many others do watching people have a good time as the people that ride your ride.
That was my next question. There's something to be said about the satisfaction of watching others have fun.
Have fun. I never get tired of watching people ride Storm Chaser.
I bet. So how long has this coaster been in the works? How was it conceived, the idea of
started
this?
2 years ago.
2 years ago?
We had to do, we opened the park in 3 phases. The park is 62 acres, and in year 1, we opened most of the park, except 2 or 3 major rides that weren't open. T3, a suspended looping coaster, Turret to the 3rd Tower, wasn't open. These coasters were just down, the 2 wooden coasters were down. This section of the park was closed, as it was when the last operator ran the park. And in 2015, we opened T3 in mid-July. This coaster was still closed. We spent our money doubling the size of the water park and adding approximately 12 other attractions. In 2016, that we've added Storm Chaser. That's our 2nd new coaster in 3 years, and now it's one of 5 coasters, including a family coaster, becoming a family roller coaster. So that's the quick history of the last 3 years. It was part of a deliberate 3-year development plan. Going forward, we intend to continue adding new and exciting attractions, and to once again build Kentucky Kingdom up to where it was some time ago.
I was hoping to get some inside scoop on what's coming up next.
If I tell you, I'm going to have to kill you. I don't want to do that.
All right, fantastic. Well, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
I've been trying to spread the word about black stuff.
As well as a number of our ACE members, the local regional ACE members. But for the media, by the way, we don't charge for this attraction. I want to ask the 16 future theme park designers and engineers and give me a vocal response. What did you think of Storm Chaser? These are very, very experienced roller coaster riders, so they're as aces. And by the way, let me ask Ace the same question. What'd you think, though? Well, Storm Chasers were down in success. A couple of, I know you're anxious to ride. There's other people here who want to ride, and we want to accommodate everybody. Just a couple of housekeeping points. First, we have press kits back here if anybody wants to pick one up. But this morning we sent out a digital press kit that gives you all your stills, your digital point of views and all that stuff. So that's all media here as well as those who couldn't make it this morning. We send that throughout the country and throughout the region. Also, for anybody that's hungry or thirsty, we've laid out a whole bunch of box lunches in our Louis Fresh Market, which is one of our new food stands. You're all welcome to help yourself to the box lunches. Any of the media or anybody else that wants to photograph the ride from inside the restricted area, we have a number of our team members will allow you in there. If you go in that area, please stay on the gravel road. Okay? It's a restricted area. Safety is always first in Kentucky Kingdom, but you get some very, very good shots from inside that area if you'd like. One other thing I want to mention, although this park just loves to put in fabulous rides like Storm Chaser, not everybody's a rider in the theme park. And what we've done this year is we have a host of specimen plants, hundreds, perennials, annuals, deciduous trees, loaded with botanical elements throughout our facility, and you'll notice that they're all labeled there. And they're labeled with a QR code. So anybody, rider, non-riders alike, anytime they take their smartphone, they can read it, and they can read the QR, and all the information about the plant comes up, all the pertinent information. So anybody would want to buy one of these specimen plants throughout the park, they can do so at their local nursery. We just love to be adding attractions, not only rides, but other things of interest to non-riders alike. So we've got that laid out. I will take any questions off microphone once you have an opportunity to ride. I'm happy to do that, one-on-one interviews, whatever. I know you're anxious to ride. I don't want to hold anybody up right now. If there's any particular questions now, I'll be happy to take care of that. Otherwise, we can do one-on-ones on the side. Fair enough? Good, good.
I heard somebody say that there's something on here that's unique to America.
Yes, and there's a lot of my folk who know much more about the roller coaster than I do. But what I do know is on the 100-foot drop, there's a unique barrel roll. That means the coaster makes a complete turn as it's descending. And that is unique to North America. And I think our ACE members and our Purdue University theme park designers will agree that that is one of the more exciting features on this roller coaster. Not the only exciting feature, but really a very, very unique feature. It's my understanding, it's really the first one in North America. And keep in mind that roller coasters, you know, 200-300-foot roller coasters are great. It's exciting to come down that drop. But when you're going that fast, it takes a long track to dissipate some of that energy. When you have a 100-foot drop, we can do a lot more elements quicker. They come on top of each other, and that makes for a more thrilling ride. As we like to say at Kentucky Kingdom, it's all about the thrills. And that's what we're trying to do, bring thrills to the community and thrills to the region. So anybody who wants to ride, start walking. There's the entrance right over here, and I'll take questions off camera. Thank you, everybody.